It looks like you peed yourself. Sorry.
Hi, and welcome back to another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the good old boy. That's me, where we're cooking up dishes straight from my beautiful wife's cooking blogs, recipesthatcrock.com, and goodnessgracious.com. And today we're going straight from Goodness Gracious because I believe Goodness Gracious was founded in a summer. And we're missing the summer. We're missing it bad. You see, it's still cold. Mother Nature's teasing us. She'll give us a 60-degree day. We almost got into the 70s a week or so ago.
And
then it snowed. You know, it's one of those things where they say you can't have all four seasons in one day. And Indiana says, hold my beer and watch this. And that's what's happened. So we are on revolt. We are boycotting winter. And we're going to put a little summer in our lives. Right now, I got the charcoal griller going. So if you see me doing this every once in a while, it's just because I want to make sure I'm not setting my deck on fire.
Well, you told me that everything was fine.
As long as I keep looking this way and make sure my deck's not on fire, it's going to be fine.
Oh.
In the meantime, we're going to make a little summer corn salad. This is one of my favoriteest things off of Goodness Gracious. This is definitely one of my favorite salads, and it's so good I'm not even going to wait till summer to have it. And what you need are the following ingredients. Corn on the cob. You all, how many
4 ears.
4 ears of corn you
Cooked.
want.
I'm sorry.
Oh, cooked, yes. Make sure it's cooked. You want cooked. Cooked corn. Now, you could do this on the grill. You can boil it. We toss ours in the microwave in some water and cook it for how long?
We cook it for 6 minutes, and then we turn them, and if they're not cooked, then we cook them for 6 more minutes.
And it's been cooked. Trust me, it's good. It's sweet.
Yep. And we're going to show you our secret to getting the corn off the cob.
I'll show you my zipper here in a minute. And then how many tomatoes?
4 medium-sized tomatoes.
1 avocado.
Yes.
How much fresh basil?
1/4 of a cup. And you can find all these
Smells
things
so
in the
good.
winter at the grocery store.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
the corn on the cob.
Mm-hmm. How much of this?
I think it says... Ooh.
My wife is
I'm
consulting
sorry.
her blog.
What do we usually do with garlic? We just
Well,
dump it in.
I'm going to tell you to use 1 to 2 cloves depending on how much garlic you want.
Yeah.
Me, I'm going to use about a teaspoon
Or 2.
or 2 in
Yes.
this because, again, you know
Yes.
this. We're big garlic fans.
Yes.
This is freeze-dried garlic. You can use fresh if you want to. And then 2 limes.
Yes.
And then salt and pepper to taste. First thing I want to do is get my lime juice waking up my garlic. Okay, fire's going good. It's cool. It's cool. Well, it's not cool. It's kind of hot. I'm going to get these out on here. I just cleaned this counter, so it's all good.
You're going to want to juice your limes even if you're using fresh garlic. We're using freeze-dried, so we need to rehydrate it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
waking up the garlic.
yep.
And we'll put the avocado in there as well, just to kind of get all them flavors going.
Yeah. Well, the lime is technically to help keep the avocado from getting all yucky.
Ah, the citric acid. That's right.
Yeah.
Because when avocado has been exposed to the air, just like apples, just like taters, it turns brown. Doesn't mean it's going rotten. It just means it's not going to be as pretty.
So our lime's adding a lot of flavor, but it's also playing multiple roles.
Mm-hmm. There we go. 2 limes. Done. Done with the juicer, aren't we?
Yep.
Now I'm going to take my however much garlic I want, and I'm going to make that 2 teaspoons right in the bowl.
We like garlic so much. That's why we use freeze dried. Is because if
We go through a lot of it.
Otherwise, we'd just be peeling and mincing up garlic our entire
All right.
lives.
Get that all done, and then I'll take my lovely wife, she went ahead and got everything prepped for me while I was setting the deck on fire. I mean, getting the charcoal started, and she even scored and de-pitted my avocados. That was nice of you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She's a nice lady. Right there. In the bowl. Love avocado. Now, I'm not going to mash these up.
No.
I'm just going to moisten them.
Yep.
Get it all stirred in there. Kind of get everything separated. There we go. Just stir it in. Smell that garlic. It's already soaking up all that lime juice.
Just
Okay.
set it aside.
Set this aside. And then I'm going to go to my corn. Now, This is one of these handy dandy little tools that can really only be used for one thing, but it's a great thing. Instead of taking a steak knife or anything like that, this is a corn zipper. What were you thinking a while ago when I said that? Anyway, it's a corn zipper. And what it does is exactly what it says. It zips the corn. You take your corn, you take your zipper. You put your zipper on your corn, and you zip it right off there.
Yep.
Actually, I want to go straight up and down with it.
Yeah, that's better.
Just like that.
You don't want to get too close to the cob that you're like getting chunks of the...
The cob, yeah. You don't want the cob.
No, but you just take it right down.
Unless you really want a high fiber diet, I guess. And then I'll flip it over.
Yeah.
And do that side.
And it makes real easy work of it.
I guess you could just kind of chew it off there and spit it into the bowl too if you want to.
No.
But if you did it in my house, you would get in trouble. But there's a little bit left. We're still in winter, and our sweet corn that good.
Yeah, that you can find sweet corn like that. It's in a package already shucked.
Oh, shucks.
Over by like where you get the bag salad and stuff like that. You can usually
Put my
find.
zipper up.
Yeah. Now we're gonna mix the tomato in so it's
Maters right in to my corn.
And another tip for this time of year to get tomatoes, if you want to splurge a little bit, sometimes you can find tomatoes that are labeled heirloom tomatoes, or what are they? Are they the Caprese tomatoes or something like that, or like the little cherry tomatoes? I find to be a lot more flavorful than just your typical tomato.
And a couple gals in our crock posse told that tip of if you want to use your cherry tomatoes but you want to cut them up, take 2 Tupperware lids. Put your tomatoes on one lid, put the other lid on top of it, and then take a long sharp knife, and slice through there. It slices through all your tomatoes at the same time. All right, honey, so I got the corn mixed with the maters.
Salt and pepper that baby.
Salt and pepper that baby. So, salt, a little more because I like salt, and pepper. You see, Miss Ad's not a big pepper fan, so I'm just going to pepper one side of it. All right, good.
Alrighty.
Now I'll give it another stir. Get all the salt starting to dissolve in the juices of the corn and the tomatoes. And now, put your basil in.
Dump everything else in.
All right, so you got your basil right in there. How much basil was that again?
1/4 cup.
1/4 cup of basil. And that is fresh basil.
Yep. Again,
Smells
you can
good.
find that next to the bag salad. They usually have herbs.
And then our rehydrated garlic, lime juice, and avocado.
You must be dropping something. Aki is on.
I dropped some corn a while ago, and our Yorkie loves corn.
He's like gonna knock over the lights. I'm not sure what he's going after.
I think he's wanting me to knock something else over on the floor. He is enjoying the summer salad too. I think he likes the summer too.
Yep.
Days out there on the redneck party deck. Having a nice cold frosty beverage, maybe dipping my toes in the pool. I'm so looking forward to that again. Ladies and gentlemen of the Crock Posse, may I proudly present to you summer corn salad in the winter.
Not in a crock pot.
Not in a crock pot. In a bowl. Simply in a bowl.
We're gonna start working in some quick and easy recipes.
Yeah.
Like this is a great side for crock pot foods.
Food prep takes about, what, 10 minutes?
Maybe.
Mix it together in 5. In 15 minutes, you've got a great salad. In fact, I'm just going to use this one. I'm just going to use this bowl with this here spoon. See all your avocados. So you got some protein in there. You got a lot of acid in there from the tomatoes as well as the lime. The basil is going to give it a little bit of a bite. Or not bite, but a little bit of a aromatic flavor.
Is that what you were wanting?
That makes me happy. The corn is really, really sweet. It's a really, really sweet corn anyway. Corn, sweet, lime, sour, salt, garlic. You got all those flavors pulled in together. And then, of course, you put the avocado with it. It gives it a little bit of a creaminess.
Does it taste like summer?
It tastes just like summer.
And it's all over your face.
I'll get to that.
There you go. It cleaned up.
We want to thank y'all for watching another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes, where we can get a little corny. But that's what happens when you got cabin fever and you'd rather be in summer.
Oh my.
Sorry. I should have held off on that one. Hey, thank y'all for watching. If you didn't like what I just did, let it go. But thanks for watching another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes. If you like what you saw, click subscribe down below, become a member of our Crock Posse, leave us a comment down below, let us know what you like, what you didn't like, give us likes up there on the page, and also go check us out over at recipesofcrock.com and goodnessgracious.com. We love you, Crock Posse, and we'll see you all later, because if y'all keep watching, we'll keep cooking, and all will be well. Bye.